This is Saints 4 Takeaways, sponsored by Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the Saints.
Here's the biggest bright spot. The Saints will not play the Chiefs again. In fact, they won't play the AFC West for 4 years, and that's good because after Monday night, I'm convinced if the Saints and the Chiefs played each other 10 times, Kansas City would win at least 9 of those games. The Chiefs more than doubled the Saints in yards gained. They had the ball for almost 2/3 of the game, and I think the score was actually closer than the game felt. I try to focus all my takeaways from the Saints' perspective, but for number 4, Patrick Mahomes was magic Monday night. Time after time, he made ridiculous plays to elude and then connect. The Patrick Mahomes we're seeing now is early 90s Michael Jordan. He's playing at a level nobody else is. And here's the thing I love about Patrick Mahomes. He really doesn't care about his personal numbers. His passer rating Monday night was mediocre. That's 16th best among starting quarterbacks this week because he didn't throw a touchdown pass. And I'm positive he couldn't care less. Like Michael Jordan, all he cares about is winning. Mahomes is now 79-22 as an NFL starting quarterback, meaning he's won 78% of the games in which he started. That's better than Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or Joe Montana. It's the best winning percentage of any quarterback in the last 50 years. And Monday night, without his best running back or his best wide receiver, one of the greatest of all time, carved up the Saints. At number 3, what happened on the other side of the ball was much more alarming. The Saints' offensive line just got destroyed. In weeks 1 and 2, with a healthy O-line, the Saints ran the ball effectively, and that fueled the play-action pass. It wasn't as easy in weeks 3 and 4, but the Saints were still able to grind out yards on the ground. Monday night, that did not happen, and with no run game, the Saints threw it long a lot more often. 7 passes of 20 or more yards downfield. The Saints were averaging 3 of those a game, and Derek Carr was 1 of 7 on those throws. It felt desperate. Right now, the Saints are missing their 2 best offensive linemen, and the fact is, as long as those 2 guys remain out, it's going to be tough sledding for whomever plays quarterback, which brings me to number 2. It now appears Derek Carr is out for multiple games. By quarterback rating, Carr is the 8th best passer in the NFL. So now it's Jake Haener or Spencer Rattler. Haener has the extra year in the organization. The team likes him. He was the number 2. If I had to guess, I'd put the odds at 60-40 that Haener will be the starting quarterback. But personally, I'd rather see Rattler get the chance. I think he has more upside, and he's definitely quicker on his feet. With a struggling offensive line, that's a real advantage. But either way, Clint Kubiak's assignment this week, come up with a game plan for a first-time starting quarterback with a struggling offensive line against a team that right now sits in a playoff spot, which brings us to number 1. The season is now on the brink. The runaway optimism of the first 2 weeks is gone. 2 plays. Dallas Goedert's 60-yard catch and run and Paulson Adebo's last-minute pass interference kept the Saints from beating the Eagles and the Falcons, but they weren't outclassed. Monday night, they were, and the Saints' next 3 opponents have all been pretty good. Right now, they all sit in playoff spots. It's not time to start studying next year's draft just yet, but right now, optimism is running low after a disheartening loss to the Super Bowl champs. And that's my 4 takeaways from Kansas City.